Alright, so I wasn't actually going to show this one today because it's a wee bit different to the others. Made a smoothie this morning, but I'll show you that another day. Put the grill on. It's going to be quite a quick one today because this is going to be a reheating one. And I'm going to cook some smoked gammon with pineapple, which is kind of frowned upon. People think it's a bit weird. I really like it. And I'm going to have some mashed potatoes with that. So it's just a quick reheat kind of one today. And the only kind of bit that's going to be properly cooked is this smoked gammon. So I'm just going to put some oil on it and put it under the grill. That's all, nothing to it. And then I will talk to you about the mashed potatoes in a second. So exactly the same way as I did the bacon the other day. This is just so these are smoked gammon steaks. So, and I'd started this. I'd bought these a couple of days ago before I started recording with the camera. So you haven't seen the packet these came in and stuff, but it's just basically smoked gammon steaks, and all you do is I just cut them up and I cut most of the fat off them. Put a bit of oil on it and put it under the grill. You can fry it, it's pretty good if you fry it, you get a wee bit of colour on it. But I haven't done that today. Okay. And I'm going to have this with some mashed potatoes. Now, this is mashed potatoes that I cooked. Which I cooked a few days ago. No, 2 days ago. And the reason I wanted to show you this is a guy that a mate of mine came around one day and I cooked for him. I think I cooked mince and potatoes, and I had cooked the mince and potatoes the day before, and I was reheating them both for him that day, and he said to me, can you reheat potatoes like that? He didn't know that you could do this, which I was surprised about, but I mean, I used to do this for a living, so it's pretty obvious to me. But the point is that he's cooking, him and he said what happens with his wife will cook this up for him, mashed potatoes on a day for a particular meal, and she'll make him finish everything that's been cooked, or they bin it. They didn't reheat it, which, you know, is a bit mad. So what I wanted to show was that you can reheat mashed potatoes, which, you know, to some people is obvious, but not everybody, and that's part of the reason why I wanted to do some of these videos. So all I did was, and it goes back to that other story I was telling about that girl who said it took her ages to cook mashed potatoes, to peel a few potatoes. All I did was Maris Piper potatoes, left the skin on, that's the skin, chopped, I'll show you this in another video, but chopped the potatoes up, basically take the potato, chop it in half and then chop it into chunks about that size, and then I sliced up a few carrots as well, didn't mash them very well. Sliced up a few carrots. You want to go fairly thin in the carrots. Again, I'll show you this in another video. Go quite thin in the carrots and then boil them up together, because the carrots take longer than the potatoes to cook, so you want to make the carrots quite thin and the potatoes a bit bigger. Boil them up, mash them, and I put in butter. I would have put in cream if I had it, but that's a bit of a treat, so I don't have that all the time. Butter, cream if you've got it, a wee bit of milk, it makes it a wee bit softer. Parsley, nutmeg, salt and pepper. So just grate some nutmeg into it, and that's it. And that'll last. So, and same again, same with the rice that we talked about yesterday. You want to get that cool, you want to get it boiled, mashed, and then take it off the heat and then let it cool as quick as possible and get it into the fridge as soon as possible. And that'll last for a few days in the fridge, no problem at all. And so now, when I want mashed potatoes today, it's just no effort. I'm going to stick that in the microwave, it'll probably take about 2 minutes, but I'm going to add broccoli that we did yesterday to it as well. So this is some of the things that I was talking about. So now today I want some broccoli with this dinner. It's just, there's no effort. That's already cooked. That's what we did yesterday. That was cooked, boiled up only for a minute or two, and cold water put on it to cool it down, and then drained, dried, and then into the fridge very quickly as well. And that's it. So now I want, so again, you know, see, I've got very little work to do now because I'm just waiting on this ham to cook. So this is the point of the video. This is the point of what I'm trying to show in these videos, is that with a wee bit of kind of effort, a wee bit of thinking through certain things, you can create quite nice dinners very easily. Because today this is just no effort at all. I made a smoothie this morning for my breakfast. I'll talk about that one day as well. I think my thumbnail at the moment is a loaf of bread that I baked. I quite like baking bread, and I saw a wee technique. It was the Fabulous Baker Brothers I was watching. I'll talk about them. See, I wonder what this white stuff is that comes out of bacon. Just basically roast this under the grill. What is that? This looks horrible, isn't it? This white stuff that comes out of the bacon. Comes out of bacon and gammon steaks. Just looks terrible, doesn't it? Don't know what to do about that. Let's use a bit of kitchen paper. Get rid of that. I wonder if it's something like the curing solution, the brine or something like that. It's the saltiness that comes out of the brine or some kind of stuff like that. It's the most annoying thing, and it's what you have is you've got a really nice bacon that's really delicious. But you get this white stuff coming out that just makes it look terrible and a little bit impalatable. But you just get rid of it and it's absolutely fine. But I was watching the Fabulous Baker Brothers, and a wee trick that they use to cover the bread was to use shower caps, and these are really handy. So if you've got that, I don't really like using cling film because you just use it once and then you throw it away, but with this you just clip it over it like that, and it's fairly sealed. It's as sealed as it needs to be, and I'll just take that out. It's a wee bit of moisture in it. I just sit it out there, let it dry, and that's it. And you'll have to just be careful. If you're doing raw meat, you wouldn't use that. But for things like this, for some fruit and bits and pieces in wee bowls, that's quite a nice trick because there's no waste. They'll last lots and lots of times. You can reuse them lots of times. Okay, I'm going to put this microwave on now. I'm going to go 2 minutes. I'll go 1 minute 30. We'll microwave that for a bit because there's quite a lot of potatoes, and then I'm going to add the broccoli to it. And that's it. And so this is going to be a wee short video today, but this is the point. Like when I cooked this from scratch the other day, this would have been with boiling the potatoes, if you were boiling the broccoli as well, this could have been a half-an-hour video. But today, it is a lot quicker. And that's what I'm kind of hoping to show in these videos. The good thing about these videos is it's encouraging me to keep my kitchen nice and clean, which is obviously a good thing. I also put a new coat of oil in my worktop. This is a Rocco wooden worktop, and it's got Danish oil on it. The problem is that the Danish oil I'm using is really, I think it's quite old now. It's a few years old, and I put it on the other day, and it's getting a better now, but it's still sticky after a few days, and that's not normal. I think that the stuff is evaporated off. The solvent stuff's evaporated and it's no good, so I need to buy some new stuff. But it's a nice, I really like the worktop. Just get a good roast in the oven, under the grill. So just microwave that. That's almost done. I can put my finger in that, and it's not hot. It's not hot enough yet. But once I add the broccoli, put it in for another minute or so. Again, you know, we're not looking for anything too fancy. So just think about how much. It's a wee bit awkward. That's not enough for two. I'll get another 2 portions out of that. That'll be fine. Or 1 and a bit anyway. Right, funnel that back in. That'll do it. You can see my timer. Another minute. Full power. I don't know what the power setting is. I think it's just full. I'll turn these once more. A wee bit anemic looking on that side. Do another wee roast because they're quite thick. But so yeah, gammon and pineapple. It's one of these things that chefs will kind of laugh at you about, and people kind of don't really rate very highly because it's one of these 70s retro things that it's not well thought of. And ham and pineapple on a pizza, people talk about that as being the worst thing in the world. I quite like it. I would have a pizza with ham and pineapple. With ham and pineapple, no problem. I think it's just a really nice combination. And this is tinned pineapple. It's I'm going to have all of them. I'm going to have all 3. I just think it's a really nice combination, and I don't think that's quite ready yet. I'll do. Oh, it looks steamy. It's a wee bit cold in here today, so I'm going to give it another 30 seconds. And then I should call that ready. It's roasted up nicely. It's kind of frowned upon as a combination, but I really like it. That's tinned pineapple. You could use fresh, but I mean, I do eat more fresh pineapple than I do tinned. This is an occasion. But ham and pineapple, and if you use the tinned stuff, it's just that flavour. It just goes really well with the ham. See, that's the 2 buttons that I use, as we talked about before. That one and that one. It just works really well, and it's just really nice. And I don't know why more people don't just embrace it. Again, as I say, we're not looking. This is a normal dinner that you cook, you know, during the day, during the week. And as we've talked about before, fairly clean kitchen. There's nothing to it, you know. Clean kitchen at the end. We'll just let that soak. And I'm just going to stick these on top. I'm not even going to be too fancy about it. I'm going to drink that juice as well. So that's your tinned pineapple. You know what I mean? It just looks. Honestly, we're not going for looks here. It's but that ham with that pineapple, it's so good, and frowned upon, but it's not highly rated at all. But honestly, it's just really good. I really enjoy it. I haven't had it for ages. Just saw the big smoked gammon packets, and thought I'll have that. So yeah, that's it. Ham and pineapple, reheated mashed potatoes, and some broccoli. So as you can see from that technique of boiling all the broccoli, I've now got a portion of broccoli with my dinner, and it was just no effort. And you can be doing that, as I say, with cauliflower and carrots and things, and it's just a really good way of very easily and quickly getting a portion of vegetables onto your dinner. So nice classy 70s retro affair there. So I shall talk to you later.